Greetings, everyone. It is Isaac Wells, the voice of Internet's Skeletor. You're watching Dragonfire Entertainment. And remember, listening to a podcast before bedtime is the adult version of story time. Until we meet again.
What's your poison? Let's drink it tonight. In the glow of the stars, everything feels right. Raise your glasses, let the good vibes pour. Together we'll sing, who could ask for more?
How's it going, my fellow beer enthusiasts? Wildman Wess here, and welcome to another edition of What's Your Poison? Today I have some beers from a variety pack from Founders Brewing in Grand Rapids, Michigan. This is the Mortal Bloom series. Theoretically, there are 4 cans in variety packs, and this one I got a little impatient while doing some other beer reviews, and I drank one of them. So today we're going to be doing 3 of the 4. There's a good chance I could probably find the one that's missing in the wild at some point. But apart from that, let's review the 3 that we have, shall we? The first in our Mortal Bloom lineup series is the Tropical Fate. This is a 6% ABV fruited ale with tropical, pineapple, and citrus notes. It's been a while since I've had these. Hopefully these beers are still good. And what I remember from this one, it is very tasty. And I should preface something before that, which I probably needed to do earlier in this episode. I'm a big fan of Founders. They have a lot of great beers. The Rubace, I believe it was, is probably one of my all-time favorites. And this one could possibly top it, if my mind serves me correct. Ooh, there's a very beautiful golden color. The carbonation and head consistency is still good for being in the fridge for quite a bit. Hopefully the flavor is still intact. It still smells sweet. Okay, we're still at it. We're still at a good pace right now. And okay, I'm getting some pineapple, more on the drive-by. The tropical notes. I don't know if it's peach. I don't know if it's mango. Oh, wow. Whoa, wow. Whoa, whoa, wee, whoa. Let's have a sip. Ooh. It still tastes as amazing as I have. Oh, okay. Yeah, 5 out of 5 on this one. Welcome back. It was amazing when I had it the first time, and it's amazing when I have it today. This one, it lives up to its name as a fruited ale. And it is very sweet. So for those of you who have a palate that really doesn't like a lot of sweetness, I wouldn't recommend this. However, for all of you that love a good fruited ale, this one should be at the top of your list. Because for me, I love it because I'm getting pineapple on the back feel of this beer. It's more pineapple flavor afterwards, and it's more of the citrus and tropical right off the bat. And it's a nice blend, a great vortex of flavors. One more sip because this is good. This one definitely lives up to its name of sealing a tropical fate for this guy right here, I'll tell you that. Well, I'm going to enjoy myself with this one for a little bit, and we'll move on to the next beer in just a second. I'll be right back. Next up in our Mortal Bloom series, we have the Hazy IPA. This is 6.2% ABV with citrusy and tropical notes. And when it comes to citrusy in an IPA, Citra hops is probably going to be on the notes. And I do love me a good Citra hop. Founders, this is not hazy. This is very transparent. I'm not seeing cloudiness. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that one already. Well, hopefully everything else is good. Yeah, definitely a Citra hop. It is very dank. More hazy on the nose, not on the view. But let's have a sip and see where it takes us. They didn't lie. definitely citrusy. Tropical, mediocre, not horrible. It's actually very good. That being said, having another sip. Alright, there it is. There's that tropical. For not being as hazy on the view, but more hazy on the mouthfeel, this is still a very, very, very good beer. The citrus is definitely... how do I put this? It's like fruit stripe gum. Lasts about a second. The dankness of the hop, however, still lingers, and I do appreciate that. When it comes to grading this, as much as I do appreciate a good IPA, this one, it's almost perfect. Not quite. This one will probably get 4.5 out of 5 for me. I do appreciate it. I would say this one is more or less one and done. And not in a bad way. It's that with the flavor profile, if I'm drinking this for a long period of time in the night, and let's say I have a little bit too much, and I have back what I had in college as the Berry Weiss hangover, it's one of these beers you want to appreciate, but you don't want to go overboard with it and have a bad experience later. And you look at it, you smell it, and then you look at the can years later and go, oh, no, to hell with you. I'm not touching you no more. And I don't want to do that with this one, especially when it comes to Founders. As I mentioned before, I love Founders. And this is something that I want to appreciate once in a while. And that's why I'm giving this 4 out of 5. And I'm going to sip on it a little bit more, and we'll move on to our third and final beer for today. Closing out our Mortal Bloom series today, we have Imperial Thorn Imperial IPA. This is 8% in ABV, and it boasts citrusy notes with a smooth finish. Looking at the can, I see some grapefruit on it. I also see what appears to be a berry of some sort. I wouldn't say raspberry. That'd be kind of cool though, because I do love some raspberry in a beer, especially if you've seen the episode of the Beer versus Beer between the Tall Grass and Exile. Ooh, that is looking beautiful already. Oh yeah. And before I forget, before we drink this beer, as I've mentioned before, I am a big fan of Founders, and oh, look at that. Look at that, got the tap handle. Ain't that beautiful? I think it is. But I digress. Let's take a sniff. Ooh, very, very dank, slightly malty. I'm not getting a lot of that citrus note. Let's do the drive-by. A little bit. Hopefully on the mouthfeel, we'll get a little more of that. Oh yeah. Getting, oh definitely some citrus notes. Very dank, dry. They're not lying on that smooth finish. It definitely has an earthy taste on the mouthfeel. And that's great too, because you got that citrusy, you got the hoppy of both the dankness, the earthiness. This is a very, very beautiful blend. And, ooh, gosh, I gotta have another drink my asshole. Give me a minute. One more time. Oh. For an Imperial IPA, this almost passes as a hazy IPA. And not just that, the haziness is definitely there, and the dryness reminds me of a New England style IPA. So you're getting the best of almost every world in the IPA department. That being said, this is definitely beginning a 5 out of 5. Oh man, I forgot about this, and I'm so glad I remembered seeing it in my fridge. Well, we hope you enjoyed this review of 3 of the 4 Mortal Bloom series. If you've had these beers before and you agree with me, leave a thumbs up. If you've had them before and you don't agree, you can leave a thumbs down. I understand, because not every beer is for everyone. Also, make sure you share on social media, but most importantly, you push that little red button and and ring the bell for instant notifications. If there are beers that you like and you want me to try out, leave it in the comment section below. I will gladly look around and see if I can find them, especially in my area. Sometimes we find some good ones, sometimes we have to travel. And the good thing is, I do have the Tavour app, and I don't mind going and special ordering things once in a while, especially if they have it on their lineup. Also, make sure you check out my boy Hefe at Beer You Beer Me, as well as Beard Wizard Man for all of their beer-related content. Until then, I'm Wildman Wess, and we will see you next time on What's Your Poison, or some of the other stuff that we have here on Dragonfire Entertainment. We've been pumping out quite a bit of content lately, and with October around the corner, you know what that means, folks. Shocktoberfest. And we're doing it an 80s rewind, because there's a lot of 80s movies out there from the horror department that I haven't watched in a long time, and some that I've never even seen before. So you're going to be in for a treat, seeing my reaction for the first time. Other than that, take care, and as always, cheers.
What's your poison? Let's drink it tonight. In the glow of the stars, everything feels right.